Hello and welcome to Farm Matters. In this tutorial we will be looking at how to add a contact. To add a contact, I go to the Contact tab at the top of the screen and then I choose the Contact tab lower down. This then brings up the grid of all your contacts and their types. If I right click on the grid and choose Add Contact, this then brings up the screen to add the details for a new contact. I can then go through the screens adding the information as I go. In this example, the contact is Carl Hall and we'll pop a telephone number in there and then click Next. When you come to this screen, you will see you are presented with a list of tick box options where you can choose what type of contact this is. In this example, we will see is a vet. Then we go to Next, and you can keep on filling the screens in until you come to the end. If we then click Finish, and we search for Carl, you can see Carl Hall has now been added into my grid. Another way to add a contact is when inputting a sale. If I go to my cattle grid by choosing the Cattle tab and then On Farm and Events, you will see this brings up the grid, and then we go to Events and then Sale. If you follow the process through of a normal sale by inputting all the details, and then we choose haulier, and as you can see the magnifying glass to the right hand side, we can click that and then use this green plus sign at the bottom to add a contact. If we choose the name as Ian Jones and then click Next, have him as a haulier, and we go through the screens and then we click Finish, you can see Ian Jones the haulier has now appeared on the drop down menu. And as we go through the sale, we can click Next, then click Finish. If we then go back into our contacts and look for Ian Jones, you'll see Ian Jones now appears as a haulier. It is important to note that you cannot delete a contact once they have been associated with an event in the program. What you can do though is remove a contact from the drop down menus. So for example, if I was to choose Chris Clip as a contact, we can then right click and then choose View Edit Contact. You will notice at the bottom the tick box for drop down list. If I untick that and then click Save, and we go back to an event, and then we drop down the haulier, you will notice Chris Clip no longer appears in the drop down menu. Hopefully some of the things you have watched will help you maximise your use of the program. Thank you for taking the time to watch this tutorial. If you found this video helpful, please drop a like and click the subscribe button below.